So we finally had the movie night episode and it was entertaining, but did it cause the chaos I was hoping for? I would say no. I think the fallout can be resolved within an episode. But let's talk about what happened. First off, Harry is exposed for all of his antics and the fact that he knows that he can get away with things with Helena, and that's why he continues to do it. As expected, Helena's first reaction is to sweep things under the rug. Everybody is saying it's mad how Harry treats you. And she's trying to justify it like, oh, that's just how we are. We have a laugh, like, what do you guys want me to do? Be upset? Like, this is just how we are with each other. Our relationship is fine. Harry is just sitting back smug in his chair, knowing that he's gotten away with it. But as the humiliation continues and continues, we finally see Helena start to crack a little bit. And in the next episode, it seems like she's going to have a talk with Harry to let her know that she does feel humiliated and it's not feeling good. Will this amount to anything? Probably not. She's going to continue to let Harry to humiliate her until he's quite frankly bored of humiliating her. Next up, Dijon, he's exposed. Megan's mad. The girls, including Billy Kiss, are vindicated. But it looks like Dijon is pretty much pleading the fifth and basically saying, you know what? Yeah, he might have been a bit cheeky, but all the cheeky stuff that he did was when he was single. And he hasn't done anything mad since he officially closed off things with Megan, which has been about 5 minutes. And to be honest, Meg wasn't mad enough for me. She was not going in hard enough in Dijon. For me, I think she's going to shout at him, slag him off, and in 24 hours he's going to make her breakfast and they're going to be back together again. Tony and Shakira and the other girls kind of get into a bit of an argument because they kind of stitched Shakira up with basically a movie of all the comments that she said about Helena. I personally think it should have included the comments back and forth. I don't know why they just put it on Shakira. As far as I'm concerned, all Shakira's comments have been in retaliation, and it's been Helena that has been starting this weirdness. So personally, I don't like how the producers made it seem like it was Shakira that was the problem and it was Shakira that was obsessed with Helena. And the fact that Helena didn't really have that much to say on the comments, she knew because she knows that it was totally called for. Meg also gets called out for being a mean girl. She tries to deny it and deflect, but all the girls are on her ass, especially Billy, because she was like, oh, hell nah. No, you're trying to say you weren't a mean girl, darling. Meg just deflects. So it seems like her and Dijon are a perfect match because they love to deflect. Movie night also exposes that Tony still has feelings for Harrison. Obviously puts her in a pickle with her new connection that she made in Casa Amor. He's kind of just like, it is what it is. But I honestly have not seen them connected, and it's giving that, you know what, he's not mad at it. He's in the main villa and he's enjoying his holiday. But it seems like Harrison is still very much interested in Tony, despite what he was saying in this episode to Lauren about how he's done with Tony. And it looks like they might rekindle things. Personally, I'm not entirely against it, to be honest. But personally, like, girl to girl, you literally watched a movie of Harrison moving mad and humiliating you, saying that he wasn't attracted to you, all sorts. I wouldn't take him back after that. But if they do get back together, I wouldn't be mad at it just because Cashew just seems to be like not doing anything. It's team furniture with Cash. Tony's probably bored. We do have a little spat with Andrada and Ben when Ben basically just calls her outright a user that basically clocks her for using him to get back into the main villa. Andrada, she's denying it. She's basically saying, you know, I'm entitled to get to know whoever I want to know. Like, I'm not just going to close myself off for one person. That doesn't make any sense. Like, all of you guys have been dipping your toe into every single body of water in here, so why can't I do the same? And you know what? Fair play. She absolutely used Ben to get into the villa. She absolutely did. But fair play to her. Ben, like, come on. Nobody wanted you. So, you know, you should be grateful that somebody even wants to pretend so that you could stay in the villa. Because if you didn't bring anyone back, you would have been gone. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I feel like they could have put juicier stuff in there. I feel like they could have put Helena's comments in there. I feel like they could have put Dijon's comment about wanting to kiss every single girl in Casa Amor. I feel like that was a bomb. I feel like that was a disservice not to include that comment. And, you know, they had the girls arguing. What about the boys? Tommy was saying some, you know, mad stuff about Connor when he was pursuing Megan. I feel like they should have included that as well. Like, why is it just a cat fight? I feel like the boys have said enough stuff about each other to ruffle some feathers. We did see the clip where basically Helena and Harry were basically calling Dijon a game player and basically saying like that they feel like Meg and Dijon don't really have much chemistry, and that, yeah, it's just given that they're staying together as a game plan. And Dijon and Meg seem quite offended with that, but I feel like, out of all of the drama that was in movie night, I feel like that's just not going to be that big of a deal afterwards. Harry and Helena tried to justify themselves. I feel like they did it semi well. But yeah, I feel like they definitely didn't bring enough drama on the men's side. I feel like it was all very much focused on the girls fighting and the boys trying to attack the girls, which I feel like wasn't that balanced. But I gotta hear from you guys. What do you think of the movie night, and what would you rate it out of 5? I would rate it a solid 3 out of 5, like maybe even coming to average marks, to be honest. But hey, it was entertaining.